Hey, what's going on YouTube? Adam C here. Just wanted to kind of talk with you about plans I have for this 220 in the future and in the near term. For the past 4 years, it's been 90% Predator haps in here with the occasional other hap like the Herte or the larger Sapphire that I've had. And I've really loved it. And I don't want you to think that I'm getting away from Predator haps, because I'm not. But what I am doing is I'm getting more of the what's considered smaller or common haps back in this tank. There's a lot of them that I've always liked that I used to keep and just stopped keeping them 4 years ago when I started keeping the bigger guys, and I really miss having a few of them. So what I'm looking to do is anytime I run across a problem with one of my Predators, whether it's aggression or if, God forbid, I lose one to an illness or anything along that nature, anytime a Predator hap leaves this tank, I'm going to replace it with something different, like either a common hap or something, I guess I would consider them a smaller hap, like Milochromis. There's a lot of them that I would like to keep. So some Milochromis, some different Placidochromis, fish like that they're still very great looking, and they just present something different, and I haven't given myself a chance to keep those in a long time. So the only reason I bring this up is in the future, if you happen to see a fish that's gone and maybe you notice some other fish in here that aren't typical of what you see in this tank, that's my thinking behind it. So I don't know. I know you've seen recently I've added the deep water hap. I've added that iceberg fryer eye. Added that Milochromis imchus. Also in quarantine, I still have that lithobates with the blaze, and I also have a Milochromis plagiotania in there. And that's been my thought process in ordering those fish, knowing that some of these bigger guys are eventually going to be going and replaced with smaller haps. Just give me something a little bit different to keep. Because like I said, even though I love the Predator haps, there's so many fish that you can keep in the aquarium hobby that I've kind of limited myself to these bigger haps for 4 years now. So I'm ready to mix in something a little bit different. Some of the fish in here you're not going to see leave no matter what, unless it's just an absolute disaster. That Nototania is not going to go anywhere. That Christia is not going to go anywhere. The Spectabilis certainly isn't. So the plan isn't to ditch all the Predator haps. The plan is to maybe end up half and half between Predator haps and smaller haps, as opposed to now where usually I have anywhere between 12 or 14 Predators and 2 or 3 smaller haps. So I like to even that out, maybe something like 8 and 8, something along those lines. I know there's going to be some growing pains with it, as far as some of the other fish that I add are going to be smaller, and the Predator haps in here are only going to get bigger. So there's going to be challenges. I may end up losing 1 or 2, I hope not, but I'm going to have to keep my eye on it going forward. So anyway, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are, and any comments you may have, leave them down there. Thanks for watching.